Rare historical images you have not seen before. Future U.S. presidential candidate Bernie Sanders is once again detained by police, Chicago, 1963. This must be his 100th arrest. But before that, the police have torn down the flyers he has posted, freed him from the chains he used to chain himself to black protesters, lay in the way of Willis vans, and been in the monkey house many times. Mad dictator Idi Amin declares a one-day war on the United States, only to declare himself victorious the next day. Uganda, 1975. Between 300,000 and 500,000 victims of repression during Amin's rule, for a total Ugandan population of 19 million. At least 2,000 of his citizens were personally murdered by the president, Pope John Paul II, after being shot in an assassination attempt. Vatican City, 1981. There has been much speculation as to who was behind the attack. According to a popular version, the Soviet Secret Service was involved in the assassination of the Pope. Protesters scatter in panic in the smoke of tear gas during a police attack, Canton, 1966. "18-year-old German amateur pilot Matthias Rust, who amazed the world by landing his plane on Red Square, having lunch in a Soviet court, Moscow, 1987. Dwight Eisenhower and other American generals examining artifacts stolen and hidden by the Germans, Germany, 1945. Japanese children at a farewell ceremony before being evacuated from the city to the countryside because of U.S. air raids, Tokyo, 1945. A white dove sat on Fidel Castro's shoulder during his first televised address to Cuban citizens and stayed there for the entire 2 hours of the speech, Havana, 1959. Journalist Raymond Walker runs across a bridge into France with the child he rescued from the Spanish Civil War, 1936. Army vehicles, cars, trucks, and motorcycles for sale in Buckinghamshire, UK, 1946. Hippies on the porch of an old farmhouse they had been squatting in for weeks, USA, 1968. A Japanese soldier who continued to fight a guerrilla war for 28 years because he didn't know World War II was over, Japan, 1974. A girl on the beach shows the lifeguard why she is sunbathing topless, but it turned out that this sign was meant for men. Then they were required to wear a tank top. USA, New Jersey, 1939. Men stand in line at the labor exchange, hoping to get some work during the Great Depression, 1930. White woman beat up a woman who came out with a placard in support of equal rights for blacks on St. Augustine Beach, Florida, 1962. The last farewell gesture of the 37th President of the United States, Richard Nixon, after announcing his retirement. (1974) Nuclear blast shelters for sale, Los Angeles, 1961. Girl descendant of slaves living on a plantation in a primitive shack with newspapers instead of wallpaper, Alabama, 1937.